Greetings from Whitewater Memorial State Park. Where are we?
So we're kind of in that eastern, southern part of Indiana. And actually, we're not camping this weekend. We got up this morning and I noticed on the internet that the Tearjerkers, it's a teardrop camping group, is here at this park for a rally this weekend. We have no plans. We don't know what's going on down here, but we decided let's run down there and see if we can see some teardrop campers. So we're gonna bring you along with us. Like I said, not camping, but let's take a look around.
And we'll see the park. This is, I think, the headquarters.
This is like Camp Central here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Tearjerkers, they have 70
campers this weekend.
And 26 states represented it.
So, hey, this is a great place if you want to ever see tiny campers. This is a good place to come. We're going to kind of walk around a little bit and see what they have to offer.
They're all varieties. We did see a Runaway here, though. We'll take a look. We're walking down the road and we come on this Volkswagen. It's Larry's Bedbug, and you have got to see this.
We have never seen anything like this.
Never.
We're gonna walk in the campsite and meet Larry. Hey guys, this is Larry. He's got a one-of-a-kind camper. It's called Larry's Bedbug.
Hey, how you doing? Come take a look at what I got. I've taken a 73 Super Beetle that was, the chassis was laying on the ground, the body was laying on the ground. I give $300 for it. I wanted a Teardrop, but I just couldn't spring for that kind of money. And I realized that being in the VW world, there was a lot of room inside of a Super Beetle, so I decided I'd work at making a camper out of it. And so this is what I come up with. Inside, I have made this to where you have a seat where you can sit in here, watch TV, drink coffee, running water. We cut in a little table here and watching TV, and then this will jackknife down into a bed. Let me grab here and give this a slide. So now you've got a bed. 6'6" can lay down inside of this. Back here in the back, we've got a 5,000 BTU air conditioner, little 6-can refrigerator, heater. I have camped in 26-degree weather as well as 100-degree weather with it. And little wall sconce lights. Everything behind this is my inverter and battery charger for, I can run shore power or inverted power for about 3 days. Front is the kitchen galley. Magnets are your friend when you got metal to work with, so as you look underneath here, we've got pots, pans, electric skillet, a butane burner, so I can cook and do anything right here. I have a 10-gallon water tank that I made from a Rural King weed sprayer, and it's the right kind of plastic that you can drink from. So we've got water up here, as well as a sprayer to run over to a shower room, or just wash dishes with. Everything unpins, unhinges, slides back in place. My wife did the wood burning on everything. She did an awesome job with that. She wasn't able to be here today. But this will all just close up in on itself and it'll look just like a Volkswagen. My favorite story to tell is I was at Bill Monroe's Blues Fest a year ago, and a guy come over to me and said, my wife told me, I gotta talk to you. She said, I think that guy slept in that Volkswagen last night. And if he's gonna sleep in it again tonight, you tell him we've got another bed in our camper and you can come over and sleep with us. So I opened the door up and let him look inside, showed him what my situation was. He laughed. He said, I gotta go get my wife. I'll be back. She come back over and looked at it. She haw-hawed. She said, you can still sleep in our camper. I want to sleep in this. So that's my favorite story to tell about it. But I call it Larry's Bedbug. To my knowledge, this is a first. I haven't seen this done yet. I've been in the VW world about 40 years. Had a lot of fun with it, met a lot of people. Thanks.
Hey, isn't Larry a neat guy? So actually we realized that we just live about 10-15 miles apart. So I'm sure this won't be the last time I run into Larry. Hey, you guys check out his Facebook at Larry's
Bedbug at
Yeah.
VW Camper Build.
So I'll put a link in the description below, but man, I think Larry's got something here. Thanks, Larry.
You bet. Thank you.
I know, I'm famous. Popular.
Hey, we're here with Katie and Mike.
Hello.
And they've got their very first tiny camper. They've had it for quite a while, but they're here at the rally. And the question I asked them, and I want to get their answer, is why a tiny camper?
Easiest setup we could do. You just come to the campground and you're done.
Yeah, so originally we were looking at like a pop-up camper, and then we realized our cars weren't able to tow it. So we were like, well, we want something with hard sides so we can stay warm, but we didn't want to like spend a bunch of money, and we didn't want to get a new car. So
There
we
you
found
go.
this, and that's it.
And our nickname is Bed on Wheels because it's just a bed
It's
on
just a
wheels.
bed on wheels.
That's all we need, you know?
So, hey, I'm going to show you a little bit about their camper, but you know, keep their story in mind. If you want to get started in this lifestyle, you can certainly do it.
Highly recommended.
Yeah, it's been fun.
If you're thinking about ever getting a tiny camper, something like this would be great to come to because it's not just one brand. Like at a Runaway rally, you would just see Runaways. Here at a Tearjerker, you would see homemade ones, all types, sizes, setups. It's amazing. However, I do have to show you. Over my shoulder, there's a Runaway. Let's go see him.
Hey, look here. We found Louise. She's a subscriber of ours. She's from Georgia, and she's got this cute little cool camp. And we've been sitting here chatting it up because we've been talking back and forth online for a long time, and this is our first meeting.
Yes, it is, and I'm very, very proud and very glad to meet you all.
She's really surprised to see us, and man, I can't wait to spend some more time with her at another rally. You know, we get a lot of questions about if you have dogs in a camper, and she has something that's really interesting. Is she has a unit called a Marcel.
That is correct, yes, and I've had it about 8 months, 9 months. And
How's it
works
working out for you?
Excellent, very, very, very good. It's a godsend to me because I know when my humidity's up too high and the air conditioner is not working properly. It doesn't have control of the air conditioner, but it informs me of when I need to go back and check on what's going on.
So approximately how much does that cost each to get set up in that setup?
$9.99 a month or $100 for the year.
Wow, look at that. See, it's affordable. So all of you that are always asking about how to keep your pets safe in your camper, she figured it out here.
Marcel works great.
Hey, it's been nice hanging out with Louise, but we got to hit the road. So we're going to keep moving on. Hey, we found another couple here that got a really nice little teardrop. This is Coy, and he's from southern Indiana. And how long you guys been doing this?
We've had this teardrop for 2 seasons.
Nice.
Before that, we were doing tent camping.
So one of the things we've been talking about is, you know, a lot of people on our channel here want to get into teardrop camping or just want to get into camping really, really inexpensive. And you think that you got to have a big old motor home to do that. What do you think?
No, definitely not. I mean, this cost us under $2,000 by the time we got it. And there's enough room for us to sleep in it and store things. And that's all we need.
That's all you need. You're off the ground and out of the weather.
That's right. And any other time, we're outside in the woods, on the trails, on the water.
Which is why you're camping to begin with.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going to take you guys a walk around Coy's little camper here. I think you'll really enjoy it. here, I find out that Coy has a nonprofit, and I thought, I'll give him a chance to talk about that.
Yeah, so it's a kayaking group out of southern Indiana, and it's called Paddle Perry. So we try to find anywhere there's some water and put kayaks in it. Our focus is safety and getting as many people on the water as possible.
So hey, look up Paddle Perry on Instagram.
We're on Instagram, Facebook, and we have a YouTube channel.
There you go. I'm gonna plug somebody else's YouTube channel. Look at Paddle
Perry.
Paddle Perry
Yes.
on YouTube. You guys go over and give him a subscribe. So we were walking down through here, and we actually ran into somebody else we know, Jessi. We've known Jessi for several years. She used to have a Runaway camper, and then now she has this Rustic Trails. I think, Rustic Trails does a really good job. Of course, we're partial to Runaway campers, but she has a really nice Rustic Trails here. And like I said, we've known her for years. So, hey, I'm gonna step around the other side here and show you the inside of her camper. I think you'll really enjoy it. So this is the inside of Jessi's Rustic Trails here. I really like these things. Like I said previously there, that I think Rustic Trails does a good job. If you're looking for something that you can kind of semi-stand up in, and a lot of people are looking for 5 foot wide versus a 6 foot wide, so they can see around it on their camper. I think that's a good way to do it. Jessi's got a nice little build out here with a sink, the USB pump, and of course this has air conditioning, and I really like it. We have met Jessi several times, and she spends a lot of time on the road, and you can tell that she's very comfortable in this setup. You got to check these out if you want to.
But hey,
what do you think, hon?
She used to be a Runaway, but now she's an SOB.
She's an SOB.
And you know what SOB stands for? Some other brand, and it happens to be a Rustic Trail this time.
This is where we got to stop the video for just a second.
We're walking around this campground, and we're running out of time. So Ed said, I'm going to go get the van. You stay right here. So he ran to get the van where we had it parked, and I started talking to a lady that had a little teardrop, homemade teardrop, and she said something about being from Indiana, and I said, well, I'm not from Indiana. We were both born and raised in Missouri, and I grew up in Herculaneum. And she said, oh, you went to Herky High. And I said, yeah, I did. And his name is Herky. And she said, I'm from Oakville. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. So about that time, Ed pulled up and got out. And I said, she's from Oakville, Missouri.
So I looked at her, but it wasn't ringing a bell. And I just said, oh, this is a common question you ask people in the St. Louis, Missouri
If you're
vicinity.
from St. Louis area.
The common question is, you ask everybody what high school you go to. So she told me what high school she went to, and I said, my mom went to that high school. And she said, oh, that's it. That's pretty cool. Of course, she's a lot younger than my mom. And I said, yeah, my mom used to live on, and I gave her the name of the street, and she said, wait a minute, I grew up on that street. And she
you said on the riverside or the other side, and you said my grandparents lived on the riverside.
And about that time, she looked at me and she kind of peered in, looked really close, and she goes, Eddie? And I said, yes. And she goes, I'm Kitty. And I said, oh my goodness. And we hugged and laughed and had a good time. So Kitty was kind of a childhood playmate, a friend that lived across the street from my grandparents, and I was at my grandparents a lot, and so we have not seen each other in probably 45 years. And,
if not more.
Yeah, it's probably more. But anyway, it was really fun. So at this point in the video, I set the camera down, and didn't video the reunion. Oh my goodness, I'm kicking myself.
I did get a picture,
Yeah.
and we got a picture
So-
for camper, but that's it. No video.
So anyway, Kitty's a member of the Tearjerkers, and she was in this at this rally.
And
we
Ava,
have,
her dog.
we have reconnected, and that was so much fun. She told me, she said, I can't wait to call my mom because
Her mom and dad are still alive. They're in their 90s.
They're in their 90s, and they still live in the same exact house. So that was so fun.
Well, and then Ed got on the phone right away and called his mom and said, Mom, you're not going to guess what. And so.
And my mom said, oh, this makes my day so well. So anyway, what a great story. Eddie and Kitty reunited at a Tearjerker rally. So it was fun.
And here's the picture.
All right, we're back to the regularly scheduled program. I hope you liked it. Hey, I hope you enjoyed your little short tour here of the Tearjerkers rally at Whitewater Memorial State Park.
We only got just a handful of them, but there are so many. You really need to go to this type of a rally to see all the different kinds and what people have made, what they bought. It's just so much fun.
Hey,
but you start talking and time gets away from you.
Hey, it was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it. You hit you a rally someday. I think you'll enjoy it.
Bye now.